Hey traders, Tradiest Trades here, May 27th. Not here with a trade setup or a trade review. I'm here today to talk about drawdown. I am in a 5 trade losing streak. I took a couple losses in the grains, in the currencies, and in the softs. And I'm here to share what emotions I'm going through, how I'm trying to address them, and move forward to bigger and better things, which is wins and profit, right? So first thing, I've been dealing with a losing streak, so I look and say, is something going on where I'm either not following my rules or I am following my rules and I'm still taking losses? So I looked at these trades and I found that they were within my rule parameters. They were setup markets, COT setups. There was confirmation and there was trend change on the short-term trend change trigger. So they were within the realm of acceptable trades. Now, what I wanted to do, or what it inspired me to do, was go back further in time and look at my previous losses and my previous wins and see if there's a common thread between, is there something happening more of the time with my losses, and is there something going on more of the time when I'm winning? And what I've found is that my losses are more probable to happen if I'm trying to pick a top or bottom prior to a more significant trend change. So more significant trend change would be an 18-period moving average trend change with follow through. When I'm taking trades in alignment with a setup that has had a more significant trend change in the direction of the setup, I win more often and I take less losses. So that's inspired me to basically say, hey, ask myself tough questions. Well, what kind of trader do you want to be? Do you want to try to pick these tops and bottoms where there's a higher probability that you're going to take more losses along the way? Can I psychologically deal with all of those losses prior to finally catching the turn in the marketplace? And I've reflected quite a lot on it and over the course of this losing streak, and I've decided for myself and me personally, I want to wait and I want to follow the trend. I have to find what works for me. Other traders may have the emotional resilience to weather the storm of an extended losing streak, trying to pick the top or the bottom. But for me, my psychology, I'd far prefer to not do that type of trading anymore. So you'll notice that I'm shifting my style a little bit. Some people may critique that and say, hey, you're going through a losing streak and now you're trying to change your system. I'm only changing my criteria for getting into the market. To me, my criteria for getting into the market in the past has been too loose. It has been too much reliant on luck. I would rather see the market show me that it's really willing to go in the direction that I want it to go, and then work that side of the market instead of hoping that I'm picking the turning point. So, that's the first aspect of how I'm dealing with the drawdown. Second aspect is, you know, it's out of my control that those losses are a fact, a reality. That's beyond my control. I can't change that now. Can I influence the future? Can I influence right now? And the answer is, to a certain extent, yes. I can influence how I view those losses. I've learned from them. I'm now influencing the future by deciding that, hey, I need to change a few things to suit my personality and to give me a better edge. And these losers have ultimately pushed me to see, where's the flaw in my system? Is there a flaw? And some people might say, there's no flaw, just keep going. Over time it'll work out. But for me, I found a flaw for the system in how it works with my personality. And also there's a great deal of acceptance going on here. I have to accept the fact that I took several losers. I have to accept the fact that, hey, maybe my process was a bit too relaxed. I just have to accept the fact also that trading is an evolutionary process. There's no trader that is the same today as they were 5 years ago. You're always going to be a different person every day that goes by. So that can mean that your process needs to evolve to your current life situation, your lifestyle, your personality at the time. So what can I control? What can I influence? And what can I accept? And that's a process that I've been going through. Found out things that are out of my control, so I've accepted them. Found out what I can influence, which is my process, my entry process, and my overall attitude about the losses, and move forward. So hope that is helpful to you guys. This is my thought process on how I'm integrating a losing streak and how I am moving forward to bigger and better things. The thing is, you have to have emotional resilience to be able to keep going. I believe and I know that in the future I will keep making money and I'm not going to be in a losing streak forever. So I can endure this. I have a resilient mindset, and that's what you need to have in order to deal with these inevitable drawdowns. So hope this was useful to you guys. If you have any insights or thoughts as far as how you deal with drawdown and the emotional ups and downs of trading, feel free to leave some comments, message me, all those things. Be happy to hear from you guys. And if you want to hop into my free Discord, it's simple. Just send me an email, tradiustrades@gmail.com, and be happy to get you in there. So guys, hope you have a great rest of your day. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.